Alright, so here's our practice one. X squared minus 16 is equal to 0. How would I solve this if I needed to find my value of x? If I just needed to know what x is. I'm going to add 16 to both sides so that I'm going to get x squared is equal to 16. I've got to solve for x, not x squared. So what do I need to do?
Square root it.
I need to take the square root of it. When I take the square root of it, I'm going to get x is equal to positive or negative square root of 16. Do you agree with that? So now I can take my square root of 16. So x is going to equal positive and negative 4. So what that actually means is that when I get ready to go graph my parabola, okay, when I get ready to go graph my parabola, one of my x-intercepts is going to be at positive 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that would be one of them. Another one would be at negative 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 4. So now the only thing I need to find out is how I would draw my U shape. Okay, and we're going to talk about that. But finding our x-intercepts gives us 2 points on the parabola for us to be able to use. Does that make sense? So that's what we're working on finding. Those 2 points on the x-axis where our parabola is going to cross. Okay? Everybody good with that? Yes or maybe? Now, quickly, that's not what I meant to do. What happens if it looked like this? What happens if it looked like that? What would I need to do?
You would just still do the exact same thing.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, like you would subtract it from.
Okay, so I'm going to subtract 16 from both sides. And when I do that, I get x squared is equal to a what? Negative 16. So now when I go get ready to solve for x squared, what do I have to do? I'm going to have to square it, right? So now x is going to be equal to positive negative square root of negative 16? What's wrong with that?
A negative cannot have a square root, so it's I.
Okay, so this is an imaginary number, right? And if we were in a class other than Algebra 1, we all know our answer would be a positive negative 4i, right? Like we know that would be our answer. Here, they don't know that we know that, okay? So they're going to say there's no real solution, okay? So they're going to say no real solution. We're just going to know that in our head, it would be a positive negative 4i. Does that make sense? Because my math, you put positive negative 4i in my math lab, and they're going to be like, no. Because they don't know that you're smart enough to know that yet.
They say, although it's correct to the right answer.
That's right. That's right. They're going to count it wrong. Okay? But if you see this on like a MAPS test or a K, you won't see it on K-Pro, but like on a MAPS test or a, what's that other one you take for high school? ACT. Then you would know that that would be the answer. Okay? Does that make sense? Yes or maybe? All right, so be careful when there's that negative under the square root, because then we can't officially get an answer.